All right, we're going to go through a series of stretches. Each movement is 30 seconds long. These are going to be commonly tight muscles. I want you to follow along with me. I'm going to set my timer here, and we'll go ahead and get started.
Starting session.
All right, so the first move is for the neck. We're going to start top down. I'm going to start with the neck. You're going to tilt your head down, turn to the right, hand behind your head, and pull your head down, push your head against your hand. So you're pushing back away while looking at your hip. This stretches the levator scapula. Hold it for 30 seconds. Good. Next we're going to look to the other side, same thing. Pulling the head down, pushing the head behind you. Make sure to also drop the shoulder a little bit, the shoulder being stretched. Good. Now we're going to stretch the trapezius muscle, the big muscle in the back of the neck. Same thing, chin down, hand on the back of the head, push the head down, push the head against the hand. Unlike most things in life, the goal in this move is to get a double chin. Good, good. All right, next we are going to do the sternocleidomastoid, which is big muscle on the side of your neck here, can get very tight. All right, so what you're going to do is you're going to tilt your head to the side, look up, and then act like you're going to look behind your shoulder. So this movement here really gets the muscle on the side that you're looking at. These muscles can get very tight with desk jobs, on the computer a lot, keeps the head forward. Good. Same thing other side, tilt your head to the side, look up, and then really look behind you. Make sure to breathe through all these stretches. Nice deep breaths, breathe in through the nose, out through the mouth. Good. All right, next is we're going to do the ear to shoulder. So you're just going to stand up nice and tall, drop the ear to the shoulder, take your hand, gently, just kind of push it a little bit, head to the shoulder, and drop this hand down, this arm. So you get a nice, good stretch. When there's tightness in the neck, you've got to stretch everything. Good. Let's stretch the other side, same thing, ear to shoulder. This affects your shoulder blades, chest, back, even your hips. Good. All right, and next,
Stopping session.
we are going to do the chest. So next is going to be the chest stretch. Set back here. And you want to find a wall and put your elbow in the wall, wrist on the wall. Step away with your opposite leg. And once your elbow and wrist are on the wall, rotate slightly. So I'll set the timer here so you can just do it.
Starting session.
Okay. Rotate slightly. I'm just simulating one. Obviously, I don't have a wall. Another way to intensify the stretch is to squeeze the shoulder blade like you're trying to pinch your shoulders together. Trying to pinch them together like there's a pencil between them. That'll help shut off the chest and turn on the retractors. Good. Same thing, switch sides. Opposite leg, elbow and wrist on the wall. Rotate. In a second, we're going to do an alternative. It's good to do both. This works the pec major. We want to stretch the pec minor as well. All you got to do is lift the arm up. Just at a higher angle. Increase that stretch. Still keeping the elbow on the wall. Now 5 seconds. Good. Gonna simulate it. Same thing the other side. Up high. Rotate. This is a good stretch routine just to do every day. Do it in the beginning of the day, in the evening, after a workout. These muscle groups get very tight in day-to-day use. All right, next is going to be a lat stretch. You do this on a counter. You can do this on a sofa. Stop this here so the time's accurate. All right, so it's going to be thumbs up, butt back, arms by your ears, and holding that.
Starting session. Work.
Just keep trying to sink a little deeper into it. Like I was bending over more. Good. Last two stretches are going to be the
Stopping session.
hip flexor stretches. Do a little bit longer for these. All right, these are very important. So, first stretch, you can do all these stretches twice if you want to go through 2 times. First stretch is going to be knees down. So we can go ahead and get the usually tighter aspect, get a little deeper in the front of the hip. So you're going to get into a kneeling position. I'll put the timer on here. And you're just going to lean into the front knee, trying to get this back knee further and further behind the hip. So when it's tight, you'll be stuck like this, but just keep pushing into it and even squeeze the glute to open it up and try and get a little bit deeper. We'll do 30 seconds of this and then 15 seconds of something called PNF stretching. Just gets a little deeper. Let's do 30.
Starting session.
All right, so lean to the front. So you should feel a stretch right in the front of the hip. Just keep leaning forward. And you might, if you need to, bring your foot back a little bit to get a little deeper. Keep the chest up nice and tall. Really kind of pushing the hip forward. We've got 5 seconds. We're gonna pretend like we're bringing our knee, like we're trying to lift our knee forward. So we're gonna contract the hip, like we're lifting the knee. It's not gonna go anywhere, of course, but you're just activating it. And then you're going to release it and move forward. So you let go, relax, and go a little bit deeper. And you can probably see how much more range I get. Do it one more time. Contract. Hold it for 5 seconds. And release. A little bit deeper in there. Good. All right, switch sides. Thing into the front. Good. You keep stretching. I will do this from the side. Same thing. Lean in the front. Now what I like to do is try and round the hip, the low back, to get a little bit extra stretch. Lean to the front there. All right. It's the same thing. We're going to lift the knee, this knee, like we're trying to bring it towards the couch. Activate that hip flexor. Hold it. And relax. Move deeper. Got a lot more range there. And lift the knee. And release. Hold it for another 3 seconds. A little bit longer. Good. Last two here is we're going to do the same thing. You can, like I said, you can do 2 sets of the stretch. So these will be to target more of the psoas, the bigger hip flexor. So you're going to do a runner's pose, sprint, where your legs are straight up, right? Looks like this. Coming into a, like you're trying to about to run here. And then you're going to drop your hip into the floor and lean up as much as you can to try and get another deeper stretch in those areas. So you drop the hip down, lean up, still trying to drop the hip down. The more you lean up, the more it hits the psoas. It's going to get very tight. This one can be tougher. Your quads can burn. So if you need to hold on to something, hold on to something. If you just use the foam roller, use your foam roller. It's usually a good height. Good, switch sides. Come down here, drop the hip, come up, and stretch. Make sure to have both your front foot and your back foot straight forward. Kind of like to rotate a little bit. Good. Very good. All right, so that is it. Make sure you do that at least once a day, preferably in the morning, at night, or after workouts is optimal. But this is a video for Rita and Eric, so there you go. I hope you enjoy and increase your stretching.